Can you see? No. We should be good. Can we zoom in
Huh?
on Aiden? And that's only if we're going to face one. Take that one. Good evening. I'm Natalie Morrison. Welcome to a special edition of KTRM Studios on Thursday, December 8th, for now 2022. Tonight, we're coming to you live from the Student Union Building. Now, let's head to Aiden for sports.
Thanks, Natalie. Let's take a look at this past week in Bulldog sports. On the 3rd, football played their bowl game of the season, competing against the Tiffin, Ohio Dragons in America's Crossroads Bowl. Our Bulldogs won a hard-fought 28-27 victory over the Dragons to become the America's Crossroads Bowl champions. Next up for basketball, both men and women's basketball played the University of Illinois Springfield on the 3rd as well. Men's basketball came up short to the Prairie Stars 58-78. However, our women's team picked up the win with a score of 86-79. Overall, it was a good week for Bulldog sports, and hope to see more success for our Truman athletes in the coming spring seasons later this year. Now, back to you, Natalie.
Thanks, Aiden. This Sunday, December 11th, the final screen will take place at 8 p.m. right here at the Student Union Building. The event will include ice dressing activities, trivia, and a screaming contest, and there will be free pancakes and coffee available. Next, we'll head to Aiden for the weather.
Thanks, Natalie. For weather this week, be prepared for more of the same that we've been seeing for the past week or so. Clouds and mixed showers. Today, expect a high of 42 with a low of 36 and some showers mixed into the day. Tomorrow, it's going to be cloudy with a high of 42 and a low of 32, dipping right into that freezing mark. On Saturday, we'll see some more showers with a high of 44 and a low of 30. Sunday, it'll be partly cloudy with a high of 46 and a low of 31. Monday is going to be cloudy again, but there will be a high of 48 and a low of 39, making it the nicest day of the upcoming week. Tuesday, expect more rain again, a high of 49, a low of 34, avoiding that freezing mark by just a little bit. And Wednesday is going to be partly sunny with a high of 43 and a chilly low of 24. And finally, next Thursday, expect a little bit of sun, but it's going to stay pretty chilly with a high of 35 and a low of 21. Back to you, Natalie.
Thanks, Aiden. This Next week, on Wednesday, December 14th, President Sue Thomas is inviting faculty, staff, and retirees to the annual reception to celebrate Truman and the holiday season. The event will start at 2:30 p.m. and end at 5 p.m. and is located at the University of Wisconsin. Next, we'll go to reporter Daniel Harper, where he will be interviewing Ernie Hughes.
Hi, this is Dr. Ernie Hughes. He led the committee that searched for the next executive vice president for academic affairs and provost. So, Dr. Ernie Hughes, when did the search committee start looking for a new executive vice president for academic affairs and provost?
These dates, I pulled the notes out for me as well too. Looking at it for a second. So we met with the search firm on September the 14th. Just to give us some ideas on how we can actually execute everything. But the dates that we had with them, we had the dates of October 3rd. We met with the search firm with the first round of applicants. Again on October 17th with the second round of applicants. And finally, at the end of the search on November the 3rd with the third round of applicants. With that, we had about 67 advocates that came in. But the search firm did a nationwide search. They sent out roughly 11,200 emails. They had about 790 contacts talking to the individuals for that. And all that piece made it happen.
So, what qualities did you prioritize when you were looking and narrowing down these candidates?
Okay, so great. One of the things, one, PhD, tenure, as well as experience in education on the academic side, like a dean or a provost or an associate provost or a chair that could do as well. But tenure and all those things, and plus adequate experience in higher education and understanding the process of the academic side. Yes. Mm-hmm.
What steps are left in the search process to find our next provost?
So from the 60 plus people who actually made the first round, we went through a very extensive evaluation process, going through the curriculum vitums, the cover letters, and then from that, with ratios, we wanted that down to 11. And then from that 11, we had interviews on Zoom, roughly the committee an hour, and the president had a time to with the applicants as well. And we're doing that down to 3 applicants. And as you see now, they've been on campus this week. We have 3 this week, and the final one is tomorrow. Dinner tonight at 6, and then start at 7:30 with breakfast with the search committee, and followed by with the executive committee and all those different processes.
Awesome. And then when would we see the provost step into their role once they're selected?
So the goal is to have somebody selected before we go home for Christmas. And follow that, most likely they will probably end up coming July 1st, beginning of the fiscal year. Yep.
Awesome. Thank you for your time, Dr. Ernie Hughes.
Thank you.
Thanks, Daniel. Next, we'll join multimedia editor Amelia Perez for her segment, Listening Party.
Thanks for having me.
Of course.
I'm so happy to be here. This week for Listening Party, we listened to Un Verano Sensi by Ben Bunny. You may have heard of it.
I have been meaning to listen to it.
Oh, it's a great movie. It's very critically acclaimed. It just recently won Best Urban Music Album of the Year at the Latin Grammys, and it was the first ever nominated Spanish album for that thing.
Thank you.
That's awesome. So, what would you say is your favorite song?
It definitely depends on my mood. If I'm in like a chill mood, I'll probably listen to Everything or Look at Those Windows. But if I'm in like a party mood, then I'll probably listen to Party or Disgrace de la Paz. It has like a whole mixture of different genres all over the album. There are 23 songs, so you really can't go wrong with it for anyone.
For someone who hasn't listened to this album yet, how would you describe it to them in 3 words?
In 3 words, I would say like a bittersweet memory, because it's very summer themed and it's all about Bad Bunny, Benito, going and like writing about his heartbreak, but also like his fun memories that he made over the summer.
Awesome. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thanks for having me.
Thanks. Next, we'll join reporter Paul Shoemate for a game show.
Hello. Welcome to 2 members of our live studio audience who are joining me for our Truman Trivia Game Show today. Now, tell me how are you doing and what's your name?
My name's Grace. I'm doing good.
I'm Jacob. I'm doing fantastic.
Awesome. I love to hear it. We've got Grace and Jacob here today. So I'm going to ask them some Truman Trivia questions, and they're going to be awarded points, and there will be a winner at the end. So we'll get started. Question 1. Who founded Truman under its original name, North Missouri Normal School and Commercial College, in 1824? We're looking for a first and last name. Who founded Truman? Who created it? All right, Grace, who did you say?
Okay, so I think it's Baldwin, but I forgot his last name or first name, so I put Joseph Baldwin.
Okay.
I'm gonna go with Pickler. I don't know his first name.
Okay, well, Grace got it right. It was Joseph Baldwin. 1 point for Grace. All right, question 2. In what year did our college change its name to Truman State University? We are looking for a year. You can play along at home, too. All right. What year did you say?
1967.
I said 1990.
Okay, you were both wrong. It was 1996. No points awarded that round. Question 3. This should be an easy one. What is the name of our Bulldog mascot? All right, Grace, who do we got?
Spike.
Spike, of course.
Spike is correct. That's 1 point each. All right, question 4. What is the name of our school's marching band? All right, Grace, what do we got?
The Statesman.
I'm just gonna go with the Bulldog Pride.
A good guess, Jacob, but Grace was right. It is the Statesman. All right, final question. And this one's whoever gets the closest gets it right. Now, what was the number of undergraduate students attending Truman in fall 2021? Okay, what do we got?
I'm an English major. I'm bad with numbers, but I said 15,000.
I went a little bit lower. I said 4,122.
Okay, Jacob was closer. According to Google, it was 3,890. So we actually have a tie on our hands, and there's no tiebreaker question. So I'm just going to give we're going to have them split the award. This is what we've got for them. Lovely certificate of achievement. You guys can share it. Here you go. Thank you guys for playing. We had a lot of fun here today. We'll send it back to Natalie.
Thanks, Paul. Thanks for tuning in with us tonight. For complete news coverage, be sure to stay tuned to KTRM and pick up a copy of the index. Don't forget to also check out our digital content on tmn.truman.edu. You can also follow KTRM Studios on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. And don't forget to subscribe to KTRM Studios on YouTube for full broadcast news coverage. If you've ever thought about being on TV, head over to tmn.truman.edu/apply to fill out an application today. From all of us here at KTRM Studios, thank you for tuning in and have a great rest of your week.